OKTAGON returns to the toughest city in the Czech Republic after 2 years away. Ostrava is eagerly awaiting a title shootout between two former champions, both of whom claimed the OKTAGON throne right here in the Ostravar Arena. The #1 ranked welterweight and former lightweight champion Ronnie PARADEISER, with wins over Buchinger and Veličković, is now reaching for the welterweight crown. However, the former champion of the division, the phenomenal Brazilian finisher BRITO, is determined to reclaim it. Who will take home OKTAGON gold from Ostrava this time? After a 1-year break, the new version of the legendary former 6-time champion David Kozma returns to the cage. Following 3 unexpected losses, he now faces the most crucial fight of his career. Standing opposite him will be Slovak ace and champion of one domestic organization, Joseph Whitner. Will he seal Kozma's fate, or will the Pink Panther begin his journey back to the top again? A clash between two massive prospects from their respective countries, both known for their aggressive fighting styles. The unshakable Ostravar Express Mudroch, with all 8 of his wins coming in the first round and riding a 6-fight win streak, faces the fiery Serbian Fedor Duric, who has won 8 of his last 9 fights. Local star 23-year-old Jakub Batfalský wants to launch a new winning streak in front of a home crowd in Ostrava. Standing in his way is the experienced multi-time champion of 2 German organizations, Eugene Blackdale, hunting for the scalp of the Czech Republic's biggest MMA prospect. Also stepping in is Matěj Kuzník, who at just 30 years old has already had an incredible 14-year professional career. His legacy will be challenged by one of Europe's biggest talents, 23-year-old Hafeni Nafuka, who has previously dared to face the legendary Buchinger. Ladies and gentlemen, this is OKTAGON 84, PARADEISER versus BRITO. Buy the pay-per-view wherever you are and enjoy the tournament from the front row on oktagon.tv.
Krásné dobré odpoledne, Ostrava.
Good afternoon, Ostrava. As has been said, tomorrow we're hosting OKTAGON 84 and the dream is becoming reality. OKTAGON is back at the toughest city of the Czech Republic. After 2 years, we're back in Ostrava. My name is Adela and we're OKTAGON. In the main event tomorrow, we'll learn who gets the belt of the welterweight division. And as many of you know, Ronnie has already been a champ in the lightweight division. BRITO has been the welterweight champ. And both of them got this belt in Ostrava. It's going to be a top-notch world-class fight, and we want to know who becomes the champion. Another match up, the co-main event is gonna see Kozma, Pink Panther, who needs the win, and facing off against him, Josef Whitner, who has also seen a lot of uncomfortable defeats, so it's going to be who's gonna get the shot they need. Then we'll have Tomáš Mudroch versus Fedor Duric, and this is going to be a fight that will see who gets to keep that single loss on their record, and that's going to be our program for tomorrow. But what are we going to do today? A few interviews. We might be competing for free tickets to tomorrow, and we'll get Daniel Ligotsky to talk to us about the betting odds for tomorrow. And I'm very happy about that because Daniel sees almost everybody on the card tomorrow at the gym, so he knows the background info. Now, let's get right into the first interview with Matěj Kuzník.
Čau, Matěji!
Hello.
Jak se máš?
Super.
How are you?
Ty seš po dlouhý době tady doma, představíš se zítra.
You're here after a long time. You're going to be fighting, so how are you feeling?
It's brutal. It's like so nostalgic for me. The last time I fought was 2 years ago, and it really didn't work out for me, and I need to do something better tomorrow. I'm giving it my 100%. My preparation is amazing, and I'm enjoying it so well, and tomorrow that's gonna top it off. It's gonna be amazing.
The fans remember you as someone who likes to eat sweets, so I have to ask, how many little kolaches have you eaten today?
Well, my game plan was to be very responsible about it, but that didn't work out. Well, I lost count actually.
Your opponent, Nafuka, has a record of 11-4. He's young, so what is the tactic?
I'm gonna say what everybody says. I, of course, cannot divulge all that information about my tactics, but he's very young, he's dynamic, he's very motivated. But there's plenty of mistakes that we saw on tape with my coaches, and I'll try to use those mistakes to my advantage.
Me and the fans want to know what Matěj Kuzník is gonna do tomorrow. You're back after a long pause, but will you be back more frequently?
Yeah, definitely. I'd like that to happen. You know, that break wasn't really voluntary. You know, I've been fighting for 15 years. That's such a long time. I had many injuries during that time. The same thing happened now. I had issues with my health, but that got better, and I believe I'm back and I get to fight more. I'm enjoying it, and it's still giving me a sense of purpose. I want to continue.
We've said that we haven't seen you in a long time, but if you want to tell the fans what your strengths are you a striker or a ground fighter?
Everybody knows that I'm the best on the ground, but I kind of developed. I have my coach, Andre, and we worked on my stand-up too, and I want to show that tomorrow.
Now tell me, what is your tomorrow gonna look like? You're gonna get up and get a kolač?
Well, of course I'm gonna get some food because I need a lot of energy for that day, but I will be trying to get in my zone. I like people, but they also, you know, people around me, they drain my energy, so I need to get focused like a soldier. And
we have two ladies signing up, so we'll take one of you, ask you to come down and join me on the stage. You were all so quick, but you don't even know what it's gonna take for you to get the tickets, so I wonder if when you find out, you're gonna reevaluate. Hi, what's your name?
Pavel.
Terka a Pavel, skvělý.
This is Pavel and Terka, beautiful. We'll be going through the rules first. So look at the TV, and on that TV, and behind us, and also if you're watching on YouTube, you will be able to see the screen. We'll be showing you mashed up names. And what I want to know is, who is the fighter? Who do the letters make out? When you know the answer, just raise your hand, and the first person who gets 5 points gets the tickets. Yeah, I get it. But you kind of look a little scared. Yeah, a little bit. What about you, Terka? I'm not feeling it. That's beautiful. Great to have you here. Now let's try it. I might give you hints if you're lost. Now let's stand to the side. And as soon as you know the answer, raise your hand.
No. Je to zapeklitý.
This one is tough. I tested this contest with some OKTAGON team members, and it took them a while. David Zumak is not a fighter that I know of.
Tak ale.
Already then, the audience is giving you hints. David Kozma is the answer.
Takže 1 bod pro Pavla.
1 point for Pavel. Now let's give it our best.
No, ta je těžká.
This one's tough.
Ale můžu napovědět, že
I can give you a hint. He's gonna be in the main event tomorrow. He's gonna be fighting for the title belt.
Já vás možná budu muset vyměnit.
I might have to switch you out for other people.
Je mi líto, pojďme to udělat.
I'm sorry, let's make it more fun. I'll try to give a shot to other people.
Tak barevný tričko z Paříží.
Now, I'll pick 2 more of you. Can you guys come down and join me? Please put your hands together for our second round of volunteers.
Ahoj.
Ahoj.
Hello. What's your name? Nicolas. Hello, Nicolas. Now let's wait for the other person. And so this is Matěj and Nicolas. Do you guys think that you can do better? Oh yeah. What about you? Yeah. All right, I'll have you stand next to me. And we'll just see who gets more points. Now let's get the answer for this. Who is the name? You have to raise your hand. Who is the name?
Je to 1-0.
That's right, it's 1-0, it's Ronald Paradiser.
Nikolasi, není ještě nic ztraceno.
Nicholas, nothing's lost. Let's see the next name.
No. Hele, je mi líto, tady
I'm
kolega
sorry, your
ale
opponent
věřím, že
was
znáš
faster,
odpověď,
but I
Maťo.
do trust you know the answer.
Jan Široký,
The answer is Jan
správně.
Široky.
2-0 pro Maťa.
2-0 for
Maťo.
Maťo. Now, Nicholas, you should try harder starting now.
Tahle je zapeklitá.
This one is truly tough. This one had everybody stunned at the Octagon team. Nobody knew who it could be. I'll give you a hint. This is not a fighter, but it is a owner.
No, nevíme. Tak co, diváci, kdo to je?
Does anybody in the audience know?
Je to Palo Neruda.
Yeah, it's Palo Neruda.
2-0.
So it's 2-0 going into the next round.
Kdo může být tohle?
Now, who could this be?
Že by taky jeden z aktérů hlavního
Could it
zápasu
also
přišel
be
včera?
somebody from the main event?
Nevíte, kluci?
You don't know, guys?
Já jsem ve vás tak věřila.
And I believed in you.
Kdo to je?
Audience, tell me.
Je to Kajk Brito.
It's Kajk
správně,
Brito.
který se zítra utká s
He's
Ronnie
gonna be
Paradiser.
fighting Ronnie Paradiser
Pojďme možná
tomorrow.
poslední a možná máme rozhodnuto.
Now, let's get the last one.
Maťo.
Maťo?
František Fodor.
It's František Fodor, that's right.
Maťo už se dá říct oficiálně
Now,
vyhrál,
Maťo, we can
protože
say
jen
you've
tak
won
prosím,
officially,
dokud to
but
baví
just
určitě
for
vás,
fun,
ale
because I'm
hlavně
sure you're enjoying
máme
this
tam
and
myslím,
I'm
že jednu
enjoying
hádanku,
this.
tak
Let's see the
jen tak,
next
aby se
one
neřeklo,
and the last screen.
Kdo je tohle? Ta je úplně
Who
poslední.
is this? This is our last one.
Jde zítra zápas s Tomášem
Tomorrow,
Mudrochem.
he's gonna be fighting Tomáš Mudroch.
Tak klučina tady v Octagon merči ví, povídej.
This guy in Octagon merch
Je
knows.
to Fedor Duric.
Yep,
správně.
it's Fedor
Kluci,
Duric.
gratuluju moc.
That's
Díky
correct.
moc za
Congratulations,
odvahu a
guys.
si vyzvedni
Thank you
u
for the
našeho
bravery you
kolegy.
displayed. And Maťo, you can get your free tickets.
Môžem niečo povedať?
Can I say something?
Toho co?
It depends on what it
Že
is.
darujem tie lístky túto super.
I will give the tickets to my opponent because I already have 2 tickets for tomorrow.
Tak to je moc hezké gesto.
Now, that's a really nice gesture.
Krásný.
Beautiful.
Tak Nikolasi, ty se ale musíš...
Nicholas, I have to ask, who are you taking tomorrow? Because you're getting the 2 tickets. Him.
Ti radil, to je pravda.
Yeah, he gave you hints, that's true.
Vyzvedni si lístky tady,
All right, so you
a
could stop
moc
by
děkuju.
and get
A
the
my
tickets
jdeme
off to the
pokračovat v
side.
programu.
And
Teď
now
se
we're gonna
zeptám
move on
opět
with the
vás,
program.
diváků. Kdo hraje
I have a question for the
Octagon
audience.
Fantasy?
Which one of you is involved in Octagon Fantasy? I see many of your hands shooting up. The draft is now open, and the champ of the last series is going to be sitting in the 5th row tomorrow because he did so well all of last season. So this is a recommendation. Take part because you could also be sitting in his plate. To play, just scan the QR code. And we have a mini contest. The first person to create a draft, place it on Instagram, and put Octagon SK or tag Octagon SK. We will get you a reward. And it doesn't end with the tournament because we will also have the post-fight press conference on our YouTube. But here in Ostrava, we are moving on afterwards because at Club Fabrik, where you can get in 10 minutes by car, we will be having the official after party after the tournament. And you can get in for the low price of 100 Czech crowns. Now let's talk to the man who, as the youngest fighter, faced off against an opponent in a main event. It's Jakub Batfalský.
Tak to není Kuba Batfalský.
I was mistaken. We're not seeing Batfalský. Change in program. We're gonna talk to Daniel Ligotsky and talk about betting odds.
Jedete vy? Dobre, chodte. Čau. Dobre, ja som sa zlákol.
Tak, zvládli jsme to tady poměrně rychle.
This has been a fairly quick change on the stage, and now let me welcome Daniel Ligotsky.
Čau, Dané.
Hi, Dan.
Hi.
Even though you're not going to be fighting tomorrow, you are going to be watching. Who are you taking?
Well, first of all, hi to everyone here in Ostrava, and I will be there with people from Ostrava. You know, Ostrava is more than half the card tomorrow, and I know more than half of these guys. I sparred with them, so I know all of them. Probably the best guy I know is Lukáš Zavičák, who was my first MMA coach.
Now, Gogi might feel a bit slighted, but that's fine. As Daniel has said, he's been training with the guys from Fighting Club Ostrava almost daily, so he can give us some insight about these fighters. Let's start with the first fight of tomorrow. It's gonna be Havran versus Oskar Staszczak. You've been training with Adam, but this is his debut in the octagon cage. Who is Adam?
Well, to be absolutely honest, I've only seen Adam 3 times, and we've never sparred. We just, haven't had the chance so far. But from what I've seen in his fights, and I can say that he's a very, very tough guy. And he has so many tattoos, and tattoos hurt a lot. So if he can take that, he can take a lot.
And for myself, I have to say that there is one tattoo that surprised me about Adam. It's the one that he has in between his brows. So I was going to ask you about that and its significance.
I have no idea, and I haven't asked. But I would be interested, in the interpretation of many other tattoos. But he's very specific. He's very personal.
What do you say about the betting odds? It's surprising to me, even though I guess it makes sense. When they are debutants, they are getting very low betting odds, so it might pay off.
The great thing is that the odds are only based on your stats or on your record, but when you only have 2 professional fights, can be completely different. What's on paper could be very, very different. These odds, they don't have to be all that precise.
Now let's move on to the next matchup. That's Lukáš Zavičák versus Shordje. I know that he is the person who brought you, and if not brought you to MMA, taught you a lot.
I trained in Třinec in Draculino gym, and my coach told me, if you want to be good at MMA, you need to go to Lukáš Zavičák. So I started training with him, and now we're both part of Octagon. And when it comes to him, he is very, very strong. He has huge cardio and is very, very tough. His opponent is 9-1, which of course is going to inform the odds somewhat, but if Lukáš actually unleashes his strength, he's going to go down.
Lukáš has seen his opponent change twice. How hard is that for a fighter to keep prepping for different people?
Well, it's really dependent on what's in your head. For me, personally, I don't really care all that much. But every single fighter is going into the cage to give a good performance, and they don't care against who. The longer we prepare, of course, you adapt to the pressure, you adapt to the specific opponent. You can watch the tape, you can see some mistakes or details that could help you, but most of it is inside of you. 90% is in front of you. As I said, 10%, that's only the preparation for the opponent.
It's 2.54 against 1.46, and that's maybe what you maybe have been hinting at.
Yeah, exactly. I will be betting on Lukáš. The rest of the guys can barely bet on the other guy.
All right, now let's move on to Bartoněk versus Brajšory. Petr actually fought for his contract with Octagon at a PML tournament, and that's cool, fighting for your shot in the Octagon cage.
I know Petr Bartoněk very, very well. We've sparred many, many rounds. I was surprised that he actually got the welterweight, because we were very, very big, weighing at around 100 kilos, and now he's a welterweight. I think it's gonna help him. He looks very good, and I'll be curious because his opponent is very experienced. He's also a complex fighter. He's very good at grappling. Brajšere is. But if Petr actually sets his mental state up very well, you know, there's a lot of pressure, he's fighting in octagon, I think he has a chance to get a finish. Once again, the odds might not actually reflect, you know, what I know. Petr is tough, he's hungry, and we know that when he has a reason to fight, he fights well.
The favorite, according to the betting odds, Vašek Klimša, who scored the incredible Fonflu choke, has really good betting odds.
Well, he could repeat the same submission technique again. They call him the sloth, but you never know. He can destroy you. I think this is a good fight, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Vašek. He's a great guy, and I wonder what kind of song he's gonna use for the walkout. When we went to Heroes Gate, he had Jožin Zbažin, an absolute classic from the 90s, so he always comes up with something new.
I was surprised because Nikola, our moderator, asked Vašek about his predictions, and he feels like the opponent is gonna want to take it to the ground, not him. And he said, I'll just shoot at his face and we'll see what happens. Moving on, Jan Široký versus František Fodor. It's one of the two fights where we have Czech, Slovak people facing off. Both of them have been with Octagon for the longest time. One of them has been to the first, one of them has been to the third. So what do you see happening there? Do you know what he said?
He was asking if we needed a break, but we don't need a break.
So tell me your predictions.
Well, I really liked the way they were hyping up the fight. It wasn't really trash talk. You know, we really need to understand that there is some trash talk, but it needs to be on an elevated level. I think these guys managed very, very well. I'm looking forward to this fight because Jan Široký is impossible to finish. He is going until the very last second, and he's going for the win. But František Fodor is very, very strong, and they both are... They have the possibility to actually finish that fight. I think it will come down to who chooses their style better. But when it comes to the odds, I think we would need it more balanced. Široký made weight very well, he looks very healthy, and if he comes back the way we know him, this is going to be a tough, tough war.
The last fight... I'm sorry, the first fight on the main card is going to be Kuzník versus Hafeni Nafuka. Matěj Kuzník is back after 2 years gone, so where do you see happening there?
They have a very similar style. They're brutal wrestlers, grapplers, and we will see who lasts longer when it comes to their cardio. I don't think they'll be fighting, with their fists, but they might surprise us. They might keep it standing up. For me, Nafuka is more technical, but Kuzník has better cardio and he has more strength. So this is an interesting matchup. Might be a submission finish. We'll see.
Yeah, and I don't know myself, but I can still see Hafeni pushing Kohout up against the cage the whole fight and trying out that tactic. So I'm interested to see what they're gonna come out with tomorrow. But me and Matěj are neighbors, so I will have to root for him because we have a personal relationship. Now moving on, Batfalský versus Blackdell. Jakub Batfalský is a person you know.
Yeah, that's correct. I know him from the mat, from grappling, training and stuff like that. I know him very well, personally. Let me tell you one thing. Blackdell is good at grappling. And I heard from some people that Batfal is a good striker, but he's not very good on the ground. But I was trying to keep him under me on the mat, and he just got up. So I don't think Blackdell has better ground control than me.
Wow, that's some great insight. Now let's look at Mudroch versus Duric. Dan Ligotsky and Tomáš Mudroch are the two that started off their careers around the same time in Třinec last year. And a lot of the people who I talked to connect you two and your careers.
Yeah, we started together. We both had a great start. He had an amazing upkick, and so we have a similar history, and it really connects us. We also had our first amateur fight together. We were in Česká Lípa. We had our first amateur MMA fights. I think that was 5 years ago.
Wow, so your careers are interconnected. And I like to say that this fight is going to be about who keeps their one single loss.
Yeah, I think Tomáš will actually manage to keep just one loss. I think he will do 110% to get the win. It's a shame that one of these guys' career is going to slow down a little bit after this, because they're both huge prospects. They're so strong for 70 kilos. And, you know, both guys are maybe 1.90 m, and they're 70 kilos. So you can see that they really need to make weight, and it's very, very difficult. I can't see anyone with that height and with that weight. They're both very technical and also very complex. People say that Tomáš is a striker, but he's not just a striker, he's a finisher. I think we will have some grappling exchanges too, and people will be surprised at how good he is on the ground.
Now we're moving on to the co-main event, Kozma versus Bittner. This is also a Czech versus a Slovak fight, so where do you see that going?
Well, I gave my prediction already, and I will say it again. The legend, David Kozma, is coming back in great style. He made many changes, but he's still humble, but he's also very, very strong, and he has a bigger chance to get the win tomorrow. Josef Wittner is an amazing fighter. He's been fighting for a long time. He's a legend for Octagon. But we need to remember that David has defended his title so many times. I think he'll get the win tomorrow.
It's 1.57 for him. Now let's go to the welterweight belt event. Is it going to be Ronnie or Brito?
If you asked me 2 years ago, I would definitely have said Brito. But from what I've been seeing from Ronnie PARADEISER lately, you know, there's no other way but to give it to Ronnie tomorrow. I think that's gonna be the result. He can get the finish in any round. He can also win on a decision. So unless Brito comes up with a brutal combo in the very first round, I think this will be clearly for Ronald.
Cool, now tell me, which one are you most excited about? And I'm sure it's hard because you have a lot of people from your gym fighting, but if you told us the one to watch out for.
I think it needs to be Mudroch-Duric. It's a fight for who gets to the ranking, who gets closer to the title shot. You know, these are two hungry guys who have been getting win after win. This is going to be a game-changing fight for one or the other.
Nice. Thank you, Dan, and we're looking forward to tomorrow. This was Daniel Ligotsky.
Tak a to, na co už jsme se těšili před
Now we're gonna get what we were all looking forward to. This is the youngest headliner of the tournament, Jakub Batfalský.
Čau, Kubo!
Hi, Kuba.
Ahoj, ahoj, čau, čau.
Hi everyone, welcome Ostrava.
I've said hi to you twice, but you weren't here.
Well, I slept over a little bit today.
That's okay, what's important is that you made it. You debuted in the O2 Arena in Prague, you fought at Eden in Prague, and now you're in Ostrava. Are you excited?
Well, finally, I've been with Octagon for quite some time, and this is my first fighting in Ostrava. This is very personal for me, and I want to show you a good fight tomorrow.
You talked openly about the fact that after your last fight, you weren't feeling it. You weren't feeling yourself. You are the youngest person who ever had a main event at the Octagon cage. You had a lot to deal with. Can you give advice to other young people who are fighting something similar? What helped you the most?
Just clench your teeth and just go for it. If you believe in yourself, you can do great things.
What helped you feel better? Was it the moment when you learned that you were going to get to fight in Ostrava?
I'm not really sure what changed it for me since that win, but I've been thinking about one thing, about getting better, about continuing and getting back into the game. I don't really know where that change came, but I just kept on training and I saw that it's possible. There's no reason to keep sad for all that time. I'm just going forward and I'm going in for this guy. I just want this title. I don't know if it's in 3 or 5 years, but one day it's gonna happen.
Now let's get a little bit personal. A while ago when we talked, you told me that you put something next to your bed. Can you tell us what it is?
I think you're talking about my air bike. It's right next to my bed because it's important to keep your cardio.
I have to say, if you don't already, follow Kuba on socials, because seeing Kuba on his air bike at 10 p.m. next to his bed is just fun. Who is going to be the Kuba showing up tomorrow?
Oh, he's gonna be hungry. I'm going in to get that win. I'm just gonna go and beat that Blacktail guy. I'm not gonna tell you what my strategy is. I might not have any. I'm just going in. I'm going in for the fight.
Can we expect any special walkout?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I prepared a special new walkout song, and it's gonna be a banger, let me tell you that. It will be the first time you can hear that song, and then it's going up on the streaming services, so get over to Spotify, and it's a new song by Hard Rico.
Now's your chance to tell the fans what you want.
First of all, thank you so much for all the support, you guys. I appreciate it. Let's get it tomorrow. Do support your local guys. We're gonna need it.
This was Jakub Batfalský.
A ještě si pojďme zodpovědět jednu otázku.
And now let's answer another question, and it's a question that is on everybody's mind. What am I going to wear to the event? And we do know the answer, because tomorrow at the tournament itself you will be able to create your own jersey. What does that mean? You get to pick your own dress and you get whatever you want printed on top of it. It could be your name, your pet's name, your girlfriend's name, anything you see fit. This is the second time we've done this, but if you visit Sector C2, you could create your original type of gift. And what we're also gonna see happening is something that we've been expecting, and people have asked me this on socials. They've been like, Adela, when are we going to see Hamburger? When are we going to see his merch? Well, next week you will see Radek Rošal, Čepo, Hamburger, the Prince of Bratislava, Robo Pukač. They will all get their own merch, so please follow the socials so you can get your stuff on Octagon store. And I saw the jerseys today, and honestly it's so hard to pick because they're all beautiful.
So that's it sorted for the outfits, but if you take a look above us, we have a beautiful installation, a celebration of 10 years of Octagon. It's true. Octagon has been around for 10 years, and so many important milestones we've seen around that time. You can see this beautiful installation. It's actually getting It will be ending today, so make sure to visit it. But also, Octagon will be celebrating with you the entire year. We're starting in Bratislava, where we are finishing with the second series of celebrity series show Jakšo Rastia, and then we move on to Štvanice. We started the pre-sale yesterday, and 50% of the tickets are already gone. Tomorrow we're starting the official sales, and do actually buy them quickly. And then next, bigger than ever, we're coming back to Frankfurt. That's for the celebrations, but now let's move on to another interview. Tomáš Mudroch.
Yes, I'm Ada.
Čau, Tome!
Hi, Tomáš.
Jak se
Hey.
máš?
How you doing?
It's good now.
You've been worse.
Slyšel jsi, jak o tobě hezky Daniel mluvil?
Did you hear how nicely Daniel spoke of you?
No, I didn't hear him, but if he didn't, that would be bad for him.
Na tom, že je to tvůj životní
We agreed on this being your life fight. Is that how you think about it?
Every single fight is the most important for me. I'll just get it over with tomorrow.
loni v Oktagonu.
You had your debut last year and you fought 3 times since then. All of them were first round finishes. So, can you sum up your last year at Octagon?
It was a huge change for me. 3-0 in Octagon in 1 year. That's a great result. Unfortunately, there was one mistake. I didn't make weight in Germany. But unfortunately, it is what it is. But I'm entering this new year.
Now is your chance to show your skills at your hometown. What makes it different?
It's completely different. I haven't fought here for 2 or 3 years, so it's gonna be the first time fighting here with Octagon, so I can't wait for tomorrow. I hope the fans here are gonna push us forward with that amazing atmosphere.
I've been following you and your club on socials, and lately you have been putting out so many funny videos that you've taken part of. Who comes up with those?
Well, it depends.
Sometimes it's me.
It's probably Sokolovna Fighting Club Ostrava. That's the only gym here, so you need to work on that socials game.
Can you tell us what the plan is for tomorrow inside the cage, aside from winning?
I just want to show a good performance. You need 2 people to dance. Fedor is definitely ready, but I'm more ready than him. We will see the way it ends. If it's on a decision win or a finish, I don't care. I'm getting the win tomorrow.
Your opponent's ambitions are getting the title shot. Is that something that keeps you waking up every day? Is that your ultimate goal, becoming the lightweight champ?
I prefer short-term goals, but of course I am thinking about that top 5 spot or the title. When that opportunity comes, it will come. I will definitely accept it. And I hope to get to the top.
Would you like to say anything to the fans, the ones here or watching online, live on the YouTube channel?
Definitely, I want to invite you for tomorrow's event. If you don't have the ticket, get a pay-per-view. And I hope you create a huge atmosphere for all the Ostrava people. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Awesome, thank you. This was Tomáš Mudroch.
Tak jo, a teď tak trošku něco zase.
Okay, and now for something completely different. For the fans, we have a second opportunity to get tickets for tomorrow's event. Who wants to compete? Yeah, you did so well last time, so come up. One more guy, one more person. There's someone raising their hand. Go quickly to the stage, please. Oh, sorry, I meant the other guy. Be careful, please, though. Hi. No, I was okay. What's your name? Ondřej. Nice to meet you. And I'm Robert. Okay, so we have Robert and Ondřej. That's gonna be easy to remember. The competition is easy, slightly different from what we had last time, because this time we have pictures. So the first person to recognize the fighter, raise your hand and tell me the answer. First to 3 points gets 2 tickets for tomorrow's event. Is that clear? Wonderful. First picture.
Ježišmarjo, Ondra, viď? Ondro, no to bylo...
Ondra, is it? I think it's David Kozma. It's not. He's tiny, look at him. He's smaller than Ondra.
Co, kdo to je?
So who is it?
Možná si tak myslím, že získal třeba
I think he got the title at the latest fight in Stuttgart.
To byl ten proti v hlavním zápase.
It was the main event. Yes, that's correct. What's his name?
Jak Moalev nebo Mokaev.
It was Moalev or Mokaev.
Může být tak trošku Machaev.
Okay, well that sounds close enough. It's Magomachev indeed, so 1 point for Robert so far. You kind of butchered his name, but that's fine. Second picture, please.
Hezké, to bylo fakt rychle.
Okay, that was a quick reaction. That's Will Fleury.
Fleury, ano.
That's correct, Will fucking Fleury. And you're making it interesting. It's 1-1. Next picture.
Robert byl dřív.
Robert was faster. This is Daniel Škvor.
Je to Daniel Škvor.
Correct.
2-1.
2-1. Robert.
Pojďme dál.
Next picture.
No, kdo je tohle?
Who's that?
Vás nechám přemýšlet a pak
I'll let you think for a while, and I might give you a hint. He was in last year's Tip Sports Game Changers final.
Proti Jotkovi.
He fought Jotko.
Robert, no jako Ježíš, no.
Kerim Engizek.
Kerim Engizek, that's the correct answer, and it is 3-1. Sorry, commiserations, Ondra, but Robert gets the win. He gets the 2 tickets. But don't go anywhere. Stay here. We'll finish the game.
No má, já si to chci dohrát.
Well, he's won, that's right, but I want to finish the game. I'm enjoying it. Come on. The last picture, please. Who's this?
Gogi ti radí, podle mě ti radí tak, že tě spíš zmaté. Je to taky irská vlajka, ano.
There's also an Irish flag, you noticed correctly, and his first name is Dennis.
Není? Dobře, rýmuje se to s ping-pong.
Okay, it rhymes with ping
Je
pong.
to frimpong,
It is Frimpong indeed. Thank you very much. We have the winner. I'll be there anyway tomorrow, so I don't really mind losing. That's wonderful. And you, Robert, please take the tickets from my colleague, but don't go anywhere yet. Who are you taking tomorrow? I'm taking my sister. Okay, that's wonderful. We'll see you there. Thank you very much. And a round of applause for Robert. He was very, very good.
Tak jo, a teď nás čeká poslední rozhovor.
And now it's time for the last interview.
Protože vím, že to umíte.
And I know you can do it. Give a huge round of applause for David Kozma.
Ještě moment, ještě si David sundá.
One more second. Let's wait for David to take off his fanny pack.
Hi, Ostrava.
Davide, budou to skoro 3
David,
roky, co ses
it's
představil
gonna
tady
have
v
been
Ostravě.
3 years since you've been in Ostrava. Are you excited?
Well, I fought in Třinec, that's very close.
Yeah, but it's no Ostrava.
You know, I love fighting in Ostrava. I have the most fans here. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait for you to cheer me on tomorrow.
Přijďte Davida dopředu.
Are you gonna be supporting David?
Myslím, že jo.
I think they will be.
Pojďme k tvému soupeři.
Now let's talk about your opponent. What do you know about him? And what are his weaknesses?
Well, one thing I know about him is that sometimes he doesn't have a lot of cardio. He has difficulties getting up, which could actually help me in the fight tomorrow. I think he's gonna be a little bit lazy. He's not gonna want to go into a brawl, but he might actually switch up in his head and just go all in. I'm ready for everything.
Last year, after your last fight, you've seen a huge change. You changed your gym. How is it different being at a different gym, and what is the new David?
The main change was that I was just getting a breath of fresh air because, you know, in my old gym I was doing everything the same. I wasn't enjoying it. I was feeling burnt out. I needed to make a change. I made a change to Reinder's gym, and now I feel really great. It's more technical there. The trainings are more thought out, and I'm feeling great, and I'm very happy that Andre actually took me as one of his fighters.
What do you want to show us tomorrow, except for, of course, the beautiful walkout that we all have connected with you?
I really want to get a finish tomorrow. That's what I want to do. I haven't gotten a finish for a long time. I either got KO'd or I got a win on decision, but that's not happening tomorrow. I want to get the finish tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right.
Je vidět, že seš tady doma.
We can see that this is your hometown from the fans' reactions. But David, now is your chance to talk to your fans, not only the fans that are here, but also those who are watching on YouTube.
Enjoy tomorrow's event, enjoy my fight, and you should everybody be coming in pink.
Yeah. David, thank you very much and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much and cheer us on tomorrow.
David Kozma, everybody.
Tak jo.
All right.
Začíná být z mé strany všechno.
And we're coming to an end, but we are going to be continuing on to the main thing. Ondra, Paolo, Brian, and Gogi are gonna replace me here, and we are going to see the public wins and the stare downs. The last moment the fighters get to face each other before stepping into the cage. I have been Adela, we're Octagon. Thank you very much.
Raz, dva. Dámy a pánové, chlapci a děvčata, Ostraváci, moji...
Ladies and gentlemen, my dear Ostrava, welcome. We're Circus Octagon coming back to Ostrava after 2 years. So is this guy, he's also here. I don't know what he's doing here, but anyway, we're back in the sold-out Ostravar Arena. There are only 200 tickets left, so that's why I said sold out. But this will be the weigh-in before Octagon 84. My name is Ondřej, next to me Palinko, the godfather of Octagon, Terka, Nina. Who's this guy? That's Pablo Picante Tosh, Mr. Novak, he's also from Ostrava. He also looks like it. And we also have the English voice of Octagon, Brian Lacey. And we also have all of the 20 fighters presenting themselves tomorrow at the toughest city in the Czech Republic. It's the Mordor of this country, and you can be looking forward to amazing fights. If you can't make it in person tomorrow, you can watch on pay-per-view. We are starting before 6 at octagon.tv. We also have our Polish brothers. We have the Polish fighter coming up, Oskar Staszak. 32 years of age, 186 centimeters, 4 fights, 4 wins, 4 finishes, weighing in 77.6 kilos.
A hned jeho prvním soupeřem bude jeden z plejády.
And his opponent, one of the locals. And I hope the applause gets louder when he comes up, because he is from here. We like ourselves. Fighting Club Ostrava and Kickwolf team Havířov. Adam OP Havra.
30 let.
30 years of age, 2 roses, 181 centimeters. Mario Bartoli, his coach, his second fight with pros. He's had many amateur fights, many striking fights, and the roses are for our cage girls. He's probably inviting them out for a date.
Nad maminkou se mám podepsat.
And he's asking me for a signature on this cap. Well, that's a weird thing to do at a weigh-in.
Já děkuju.
Okay, thank you very much.
Ty máš za každý vítězství ty máš tetování.
You have a tattoo for every win you got? Well, yeah, sometimes I get a tattoo when I have the win. Sometimes I get 3. Sometimes I don't get any tattoos, but when there's time, I get a tattoo, depending on when I'm fighting next. Yeah, we'll be wishing you luck so that you can get another tattoo after tomorrow. Wow, there are so many gifts here.
Žádná láska tam nevznikla, jak se tak dívám do Oscaru.
There's no love lost between these two guys.
Jedno z těch tetování říká kill or be killed.
One of the tattoos says kill or be killed, and that's what's happening tomorrow. Adam Havran against Oskar Staszak. This will be the free prelims fight at Octagon 84 in Ostrava.
No a teď samozřejmě v Ostravar Aréně.
Now we'll be going to Ostravar Arena. Next fight, we also have a guy from Ostrava, but before that, let's take a look at his opponent. From Austria, Daniel Bad Moon Shordje.
34 let,
34 years of age, 183 centimeters. He's very, very tall for this weight category. And the catch weight was 69 kilograms, so he's 68.4 kilos. 10 fights, 9 wins, 7 finishes, which doesn't usually happen in the feather and bantamweights. But stepping up against him, one of the locals from Frýdek Místek for Kmotři Gym and Young Brothers Gym, Lukáš Zavičák.
Váš potlesk jde zápas od zápasu nahoru pro domácí borce, 29 let.
I can hear it getting louder. 11 fights.
Když vyhraje, tak vždycky před limitem a jeho
5 losses. He always wins before the limit and he weighed in 68.3. 6 wins, 6 losses.
Lukášova premiéra v OKTAGONu. Zavičák versus Šordě.
Zavičák versus Šordě. Your second fight tomorrow. It's going to be a huge debut for Lukáš. It's going to be very, very difficult.
A bude se těšit do OKTAGONu stejně tak jako následující dvojka.
Let's take a look at the next duel. This will be a Czech against German. Representing Germany in the blue corner, Endrit AK-47 Brajšory.
MMA Rosenheim.
MMA Rosenheim, Rafik Savin. 29 years of age, 5 wins, 4 finishes. He's representing Dipsport in the Neruda Cup and he weighed in 77.6 kilos. He was in the German Octagon Challenge, stepping up against him. A guy who fought for the Octagon contract. He had 93 kilos, but tomorrow he's gonna be fighting much, much lighter, 17 kilos lighter. This is a guy from Olomouc, Petr Pitras Bartoněk.
31 let, 190.
31 years of age, 190 centimeters, Muay Thai and Spider Box, Olomouc. 14 fights, 8 wins, 7 finishes. Officially weighing in at 77.1.
Sedm centimetrů rozdílu.
7 centimeters height difference. We have a lot of these differences in these fights. We will see if it plays a role tomorrow. We will see.
Jeden z těch největších rozdílů, nikoli
one of the biggest differences in height will be seen in the next fight. This is a Polish-Czech fight. For Poland, in the blue corner, 26-year-old Brian Baltazar Přišvěk.
Baltazar má 26 let,
26 years of age, 172 centimeters. 5 fights, 4 wins, 4 finishes, many amateur titles, and the World Championship medals. He's a huge guy. But against him, the Ostrava firefighter, the Sloth, Vašek Klimča.
Václav má 25 let,
25 years of age, 187 centimeters tall, weighing in 84.2 kilos. 2 fights, 2 wins, 2 finishes. The first one fluke choke in the history of Octagon. A round of applause for Václav Klimča.
15 centimetrů ledochod má navíc.
The height difference is 15 centimeters.
Vůbec poprvé v historii máme lenochoda skutečného na vážení.
This is the first time we have a real sloth on the weigh-ins, so enjoy that.
Geniální. Doufám, že v tom lyžuješ.
Great, I hope you go skiing in that.
No a hlavní zápas na první kartě. Takže
and the main event of the pre-card. This will be a Czech-Slovak fight. Two Octagon legends. Both of these guys have fought in the very first Octagons. In Octagon 1, you could have seen František Fodor. He turned 36 years of age. Fighting Slava, Robo Pukač, his coach, 19 fights, 10 wins, 8 finishes. Fit for you in the Neruda Cup team. And he will be representing Slovakia tomorrow. He will be fighting the Ostrava local, Jan Široký.
Fighting Club Ostrava
Fighting Club Ostrava, he always gives you a huge performance in Ostrava, no matter what the opponent. 33 fights, 13 wins, 10 finishes. XTB, fighting for XTB in the Neruda Cup, he weighed in 70.7 kilos.
Přísný stare down těchto dvou borců.
That was a strict stare down. This fight was supposed to happen twice already, but tomorrow it will actually happen. Expect toughness tomorrow. It's gonna be huge. Now, the main
Although Matěj Kuzník has only just turned 30, he has spent an incredible 14 years on the professional scene. During that time, he faced up against named fighters such as Klein, PARADEISER, Strabak, Pokorny and Bartel.
Oh, look at that.
Throughout his Octagon career, he has never given his opponents anything for free, as reflected in his record. 12 of his 19 wins have come before the limit. Now he returns to battle after a long 14-month layoff. That Kuzník is still a force to be reckoned with.
Namibian Nightmare!
Trying to silence that message is Hafeni Nafuka. He didn't earn the nickname Namibian Nightmare for nothing. The Munich All-Stars representative is well known in the organization for his elite ground game, highlighted by his 7 submission victories. The 23-year-old has come close to breakthrough wins on several occasions. He showed just how formidable a threat he can be in September, when he mercilessly choked out Enns in the first round.
Oh, he dropped him again!
And now he comes to the Czech Republic determined to dominate again.
Tak uvidíme, jestli děvčata tady v Bacheloru ještě někdo osloví další růží.
We'll see if the girls get any more roses. They already accepted the first 2, but we will see who gets the win in the upcoming fight. That's the biggest question right now. There was a big bet happening today. It's on Tipsport right now. Which one of these guys attempts a takedown first? You can bet on that on Tipsport. Might be Matěj Kuzník or Hafeni Nafuka. First, welcome the 22-year-old out of Germany. We've seen him in the Czech Republic many times. Hafeni, the Namibian Nightmare Nafuka.
Ve svých 22 letech už má docela dost zkušeností.
At 22 years of age, he has 15 fights, 11 wins, 9 finishes. You chose him in the Octagon Fantasy in the Neruda Cup, and his official weight is 72.9 kilos. His opponent, a fighter who had his first main event at Octagon 5 against Klein, and he always delivers a huge fight. Coming back to Octagon after 3 years, a 30-year-old used to be the youngest champion in the Czech Republic. Please welcome Matěj Kuzník.
Ostravská hvězda, trénující v pražské
Ostrava star. He trains in Prague. Grinders MMA, 28 fights, 19 wins, 12 finishes, 6 KOs, 6 submissions. He'll be representing XTB as part of the Neruda Cup, and it looks like he's on the weigh-ins for the first time, but doesn't really matter. Welcome, Matěj. He's a bit nervous, coming back after 3 years to the big stage. 72.9 kilos, and he loves sweets. It's a rose for Hafeni, might be a kiss too.
Hafeny přijal, uvidíme ho v
Hafeny
dalším díle.
accepted the gift, and we will see him in the next episode of The Bachelor.
Největší vítězství pro Hafenyho je, že
The
bude
biggest win for Hafeny is that he will get to live with Nina and Teresa in the villa. He'll be expecting the next ceremony to take place. We'll see if that's a win for Nina and Teresa or for him, but we will never know.
Jakub Batfalský started out in Octagon without fear and showed his undeniable talent from the very beginning. He secured convincing finishes over Toporcha and Batabau.
Get set, get ready.
And then shone against Rishavi at the Eden Stadium. The Ostravar-based prospect is known for going all out from the opening bell.
Jakub Batfalský.
In Blackdale, Batfalský faces another tough opponent.
Eugene Blackdale, a man of few words, but the actions inside the cage do all the talking.
His start in Octagon was not easy.
Oh, that left hand!
But in November, he once again reminded everyone of his power.
This can be it, there we go.
He delivered a clinical performance in Munich, clearly outclassing Kahela. It marked the 7th finish of his career. And now, he wants to teach the 23-year-old Czech a similar lesson.
Je to tak, německý bojovník je vynikající v postoji, předvedl to.
The German fighter is great standing up. Last time he showed it fighting against Kurhala. That was a clinical performance. Please welcome the 29-year-old Eugene Blackdale.
Téměř dvakrát tolik zápasů má Eugene než jeho dnešní soupeř.
He has twice as many fights than his opponent. 19 fights, 11 wins, 7 finishes, 172 centimeters tall, weighing officially 66 kilos.
Jeho soupeřem bude rodák z Ostravy.
And another local from Ostrava, one of the most beautiful men in the Czech Republic and the most beautiful guy in Ostrava, but also a great fighter, Jakub Batfalský.
V 23 letech má 185 cm.
23 years of age, 185 centimeters. RD Rímařov in the Neruda Cup, 66.2 kilos on the weigh-ins. 10 fights, 8 wins, 6 finishes, and a very tough exchange here.
V Německu byl ve svém prvním hlavním zápase v životě.
He had his first main event appearance in Germany, one of the youngest fighters to ever do it. Batfal versus Blackdale.
Kubo, když tady tak zůstal, co by si vzkázal?
Jakub, I have you here. What do you want to say to the Ostrava audience, and how well are you getting to finish?
I hope to finish him before the limit, and I want to do it striking. And to my fans, I want to say thank you for the support.
Once again, Jakub Kuba Batfalský.
As soon as Tomáš Mudroch entered Octagon in early 2025, he immediately became a terror for the lightweight division. 3 appearances, 3 phenomenal first-round victories. He got the crowd on its feet when he floored Buzdugan with an upkick.
That is it! Oh!
He finished Aslana with a single strike and destroyed Donald last time out with brutal ground and pound. Coming to stop the Ostravar Express is Fedor Duric.
Spinning heel kick.
Fight after fight, the Serbian super talent has shown he truly is something special.
That's it!
Despite being only 21 years old, he carries himself in the cage like a seasoned veteran, calm and dominant both on the feet and on the ground. He boasts an impressive 8-1 record, with 6 finishes before the limit. A clash between 2 major European prospects. This bout has all the signs of being the dark horse of the night.
Nenadarmo je tenhle zápas vypsán na typ sportu úplně stejně, to znamená 1,80.
This fight has the same odds. 1.86 are the odds for both of these fighters. Because not very often does it happen that we have such huge talents. They're both 9-1. And tomorrow we will see who is a bigger talent. First coming up, the 21-year-old Fedor Duric.
21 let, 188
21 years, 188 centimeters, MMA Spirit Frankfurt. 9 fights, 8 wins, 6 finishes, 4 submissions. His official weight, 70.8 kilos.
Jeho soupeřem pak nebude nikdo jiný než jeden z
Stepping up against him, one of the most entertaining fighters, especially when it comes to the interviews. This is the Ostrava Express, Tomáš Mudroch.
Neruda Cup a Tip Sport, který jej tam vysílá. 9 zápasů.
Tip Sport in the Neruda Cup, 9 fights, 8 finishes, 8 wins, 188 centimeters, weighing in officially at 70.7 kilos.
Stejně jako ráno, i teď večer nos na nos.
Once again, nose to nose, just like in the morning. This is going to be an amazing fight. A round of applause for both of these fighters. We will see what happens tomorrow.
The Ostravar Arena has always set the stage for David Kozma's important fights. The Pink Panther has defeated names like Veličković, Kristovic and Kníže here.
Kozma to znovu dokázal, to je neskutečné.
But after a historic run of 5 title defenses, a dark period of uncertainty has followed. He changed teams, and together with coach Andre Reinders, he's worked on the details. The former king feels far from laying down his arms, and a new version of the Pink Panther is emerging. In front of his home crowd, he will want to restart his journey back to the top. Top Slovak fighter Josef Widner returns to Octagon after 5 years away and wants to pick up exactly where he left off when he brutally knocked out Pukac. Since then, he's gained extensive fight experience, including his own setbacks, and now finds himself in a similar position to his opponent. He can back that up with his record. More than half of his 16 wins have come before the limit. And if he adds this extremely valuable scalp to his collection, his stock will skyrocket. That scenario, however, is not something Kozma is willing to accept. One of the most dominant champions in Octagon history knows that Ostrava is the city that defines his career. Now he has no doubt it will mark the place of his rebirth.
Hlavní předzápas celého večera, Česko.
The co-main event of the night tomorrow, Czech Slovaks. Both have reigned in their countries. But let's first welcome the 32 years old Josef Widner from Slovakia.
184 cm.
184 centimeters, 21 fights, 16 wins, 11 finishes. He's coached by the same guy as Jiří Procházka, MMA Brno, weighed in 77.6.
Jeho soupeřem nebude nikdo.
His opponent is no one other but a 3-time headliner in Ostrava.
Více než po roce návrat.
Coming back after more than a year. Welcome the Pink Panther, David Kozma.
Neskutečných 47 zápasů.
47 fights, 32 wins. He held the title for 6 times, 21 finishes, Neruda Cup team, and he weighed in 77.6.
Jožo, otázka na tebe.
A question for you, Josef.
Zítra dokážeš v Ostravar
How
Aréně
are you going to
porazit
get that
12
win tomorrow in
Davida Kozma?
Ostravar Arena? How are you beating the 12,000 fans and Kozma?
I'm gonna be fighting like a lion. I'm gonna be giving it my all, and I have no predictions. I just know that I will give it everything I have.
How are you better than him?
I guess we'll see during the fight.
Thank you very much and welcome back to Octagon. David, is it possible you could win in front of your home audience? Is that something going through your head right now?
You know what? I'm not just thinking about a win, but you'll see what happens tomorrow.
The Pink Panther coming back into Octagon. David Kozma, good luck.
Two of the most exciting fighters of recent years, whose performances lift the audiences from their seats, will clash for the welterweight belt.
Oh, PARADEISER looking to claim the gold!
In almost 9 years in the organization, Ronald PARADEISER has developed from a young talent into a top European fighter.
Oh!
The scalps of legends such as Buchinger and Veličković speak for themselves.
Oho, fantastická ruka Ronnieho, který trefuje ještě jednou Bojana.
After moving up to welterweight, he's been cutting through the division like a knife through butter. However, PARADEISER will face a more than equal opponent in a take-no-prisoners battle for the throne. The division number 1 will be challenged by the former champion and renowned finisher from Brazil.
Buscar esse cinturão novamente para mim significa muito. Eu sou o campeão e eu vou pegar ele de volta, independente.
BRITO has not needed a judge's decision for any of his 18 wins. He scored an incredible 15 knockouts and ended 12 fights in the first round.
Je fantastický postoj, trefil.
If anyone has a chance to put the brakes on BRITO's wild style, it's the talented Slovak.
Postražím si tie Britové silné stránky, vymažem ich a potom ho ukončím.
PARADEISER has a habit of taking his opponents apart step by step before delivering a crushing KO. It was in Ostravar Arena that he celebrated winning his first title in December 2023.
Tvrdý úder, Ivan padá.
BRITO has equally good memories of Ostravar. He was the first to dethrone the iconic King David Kozma on his home turf. Now they return to the toughest city in the Czech Republic with the same goal, but only one can leave with the welterweight belt.
Zítra nás čeká jeden z vrcholů.
Tomorrow night, one of the highlights of this year's season, taking place in Ostrava after 10 years of Octagon. 10 years ago we were here for Octagon Challenge number 1, and tomorrow a fantastic fight. Two guys who've held the title here in Ostrava. Ronnie got the title from Buchinger. It was in lightweight. BRITO defeated David Kozma, and tomorrow one of these guys will get another title. And if Ronnie gets it, he will become a double champion with 2 different weights. But before we do welcome him, please welcome BRITO from Brazil. 28 years old, 184 centimeters tall, 24 fights, 18 wins, 21 finishes, 15 KOs, weighing in 76.9.
Stejně starý, ale ještě zkušenější.
The same age, but even more experienced. His Slovak opponent, Ronald PARADEISER.
let,
28 years old, 188 centimeters tall, 32 fights, 23 wins, 17 finishes, weighing officially at 77.1 kilos.
BRITO versus PARADEISER.
This is BRITO versus PARADEISER, Ostrava 84, Octagon 84, taking place tomorrow.
Jaká je predikce Kajka, co všechno má ve svém rejstříku?
What's Kajk predicting for tomorrow? What does he have in store and when is he finishing tomorrow?
Quais demandas que você tem
quais as que você tem na manga e como é que vai finalizar Rony amanhã?
Eu sou capaz de fazer tudo, as pessoas esquecem e amanhã eu vou lembrar do que eu sou capaz.
I'm capable of anything. People have forgotten, but I'll show you.
Kaik has already fought in Octagon. He got his title against Kozma here in Ostrava. So what are his memories about Ostrava? And does he know he'll be fighting a very hostile audience tomorrow?
Você se lembra que o público aqui amanhã vai ser seu inimigo?
Eu sempre sou os adversários da casa, então para mim isso não é novidade e isso me motiva mais. Como eu disse, as pessoas esquecem do que eu sou capaz e amanhã eu vou mostrar novamente o que eu sou capaz de fazer.
I'll show you tomorrow what I can do. I've been the outsider everywhere, but I don't mind. It motivates me and it makes me show more.
Welcome back. Good luck.
I love you, Ostrava.
Tohle tady říkáme jako baník pičo, ale nevadí. Rony,
we usually say baník pičo, but I'm sure you know how to say I love you in Ostrava. Yes, correct. It's baník pičo. It's the
Nicméně.
It's a funny Ostrava word.
How are you gonna beat this guy who is finishing all the tough opponents in first rounds, and the only one who didn't get finished was Jan Surdu?
Well, we've been trying to figure out a way to get around his defenses during sparring. And of course, let's not talk bad about him. I've heard that he's not fit enough, but we saw when he fought against Kozma that he could fight for 3 rounds just as well as anybody. So tip of the hat, but I believe that I'm better.
Do you expect the Ostrava audience to be on your side when you beat Buchy last time when you got the title in the lightweight?
I love the Ostrava fans. I have a lot of people that I care about here, so I love you guys. I'm looking forward to the atmosphere. I've fought here a few times, whether it was Buchinger, whether it was Korkmaz, and I've always felt the support from the audience.
Good luck for tomorrow. This was Rony PARADEISER. He'll be fighting for the title tomorrow, and we will see you tomorrow in the Ostravar Arena. Thank you very much for coming out. Goodbye.
Octagon returns to the toughest city in the Czech Republic after 2 years away. Ostrava is eagerly awaiting a title shootout between 2 former champions, both of whom claimed the Octagon throne right here in the Ostravar Arena. The #1 ranked welterweight and former lightweight champion Rony PARADEISER, with wins over Buchinger and Velickovic, is now reaching for the welterweight crown. However, the former champion of the division, the phenomenal Brazilian finisher Kaik BRITO, is determined to reclaim it. Who will take home Octagon gold from Ostrava this time? After a 1-year break, the new version of the legendary former 6-time champion David Kozma returns to the cage. Following 3 unexpected losses, he now faces the most crucial fight of his career. Standing opposite him will be Slovak ace and champion of 1 domestic organization, Joseph Whitner. Will he seal Kozma's fate, or will the Pink Panther begin his journey back to the top again? A clash between 2 massive prospects from their respective countries, both known for their aggressive fighting styles. The unshakable Ostravar Express Mudroch, with all 8 of his wins coming in the first round and riding a 6-fight win streak, faces the fiery Serbian Fedor Duric, who has won 8 of his last 9 fights. Local star 23-year-old Jakub Batfalský wants to launch a new winning streak in front of a home crowd in Ostrava. Standing in his way is the experienced multi-time champion of 2 German organizations, Eugene Blackdale, hunting for the scalp of the Czech Republic's biggest MMA prospect. Also stepping in is Matěj Kuzník, who at just 30 years old has already had an incredible 14-year professional career. His legacy will be challenged by one of Europe's biggest talents, 23-year-old Hafeni Nafuka, who has previously dared to face the legendary Buchinger. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 84, PARADEISER versus BRITO. Buy the pay-per-view wherever you are and enjoy the tournament from the front row on octagon.tv.